Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady is Teresa's hero. He's the bedroom break for Eric and Sloan. According to spoilers for Thursday, February 1's episode of Days of Our Lives, Harris Michaels will seek Marlena Evans' assistance in processing his feelings for Ava Vitale. Marlena will offer wise counsel once Harris shares his innermost thoughts. Lucas Horton will take a risk in the interim when he gets in touch with Chad DiMera and Everett Lynch to provide them with updates regarding Clyde Weston's guilt. Days teasers indicate that Lucas will blame Clyde for all the drug-related drama and his beating in prison, so Chad and Everett should be planning a trip to Statesville shortly. Sloan Peterson Brady and Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will continue to experience interruptions while they attempt to enjoy some passionate time together until then. Perhaps Sloan will question if this is a part of her punishment for taking Nicole DiMera's baby and lying to Eric Brady about Jude's biological relationship to him. Apart from the disruptions that could cause problems in the bedroom, Sloan's personal remorse could also provide some obstacles. It might be increasingly difficult for Sloan to establish a genuine, personal connection with Eric the more she considers her dishonesty. According to teasers for other days, Teresa Donovan will experience a significant setback at work and will likely become anxious. Teresa will be a dilemma involving Bella that arises and makes her anxious, but Alex Kyriakis won't be able to assist her. In Thursday's episode of Days, Brady Black will save the day for Teresa instead, and if he can figure out the issue, he might even wind up becoming her hero. Fans of DOL can anticipate that Brady will look at what Teresa is working on, so they will collaborate on a computer and try to solve whatever problem arises. Days of Our Lives spoilers claim that this would rekindle worries about Brady and Teresa's relationship, thus Alex might be afraid that their continued relationship will bring terrible news. Days of Our Lives, where in the world is Sammy Brady? Without Sammy Brady to add some levity, nothing seems quite right on Days of Our Lives or in Salem. But why hasn't Roman and Marlena's straggling daughter returned home since 2022, and where is she now? Samantha Jean Brady ended up in Salem to visit her daughter Allie Horton and her son Will Horton after attempting to salvage her marriage to E.J. DiMera after his astonishing resurrection. She had sex there with Will's father Lucas Horton, Allie, and her ex-husband. Sammy wanted to make amends with EJ, but Lucas declared he was in love with her once more. Sammy was abducted shortly after EJ found out the truth about her and Lucas, but everyone assumed she had simply left town. A few months later, Sammy called Lucas to let him know that she was being held captive. He quickly located her after leaping to her aid. Lucas even looked like Sammy's hero, passing her kidnapper in the process. Sammy, who was appreciative, had had enough of EJ by now, especially after discovering him in bed with Belle Black Brady, Martha Madison. Lucas was the one for her, she thought as she ran to him. Sammy Brady and Lucas Horton strive for marriage. Now that Sammy was back in his life and completely his own, Lucas was ecstatic. But slowly the truth began to surface. Somehow, Chad DiMera came to the conclusion that Lucas was the one who had kidnapped Sammy in order for him to save her. Lucas seemed unconcerned that the woman he claimed to love was afraid for her life while being held in a remote cabin for months on end, figuring this was a guaranteed way for Sammy to pick him over EJ. At the umpteenth wedding for Lucas and Sammy, Chad intervened and exposed the truth. Sammy was terrified and immediately dumped Lucas, telling him she never wanted to see him again. After Lucas was detained and taken to Statesville, Sammy left the city to spend more time in Europe, and Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, managed to get Lucas released. We are aware that Sammy exists and will eventually make a comeback, perhaps with Sydney, her youngest child, along for the ride. Will Gabby and Stefan ever get back together? The star of Days of Our Lives, Brandon Barish, has spoken out about the prospect of seeing Stefan and Gabby together once more. It appears that he may be clinging to some hope in this situation. For all the information you require, continue reading below. In a recent interview with Soap Opera Digest, Brandon reveals he wasn't sure what the writers planned to do with his character following the departure of co-star Camila Banus. He remarked, I knew that I wasn't just going to put myself on the back burner and ride off into the sunset because I was confident enough in my storytelling abilities. However, I was interested in finding out who they would match me with, how they would achieve that, and what those individuals would accomplish together. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it leaves it very open-ended for her return, for plot points to develop, Brandon remarked in response to a question regarding the potential for Camila to return to Days of Our Lives. The writers did a pretty astute thing by dangling that metaphorical carrot. What's up next for Gabby and Stefan DiMera? I'm hoping for a return in any form, be it Camila coming back or a recast, he continued. Chemistry is required. I appreciate you bringing that up because one of the most crucial aspects of that connection is chemistry. Despite their intense love for one another, these two characters are sexually attracted to one another. As actress Camila Banus has stated that she has no plans to return to Days of Our Lives anytime soon, if Gabby DiMera were to return, it would have to be with a new cast. Fans of Days of Our Lives will, of course, have to tune in every day to see what happens next. DOL is available to stream on Peacock. What are your thoughts on this story, please? Please share your opinions with us in the space provided below for comments. Watch this area as well since we feel like there will be a ton more juicy drama in store. Remember to check back here for all the most recent rumors and information regarding your favorite reality TV personalities, Hollywood actors, and British royals. We have everything covered. Salem and Leo comes over, hungrily awaiting a fresh tip for Lady Whistleblower, as Stephanie cautiously leaves Everett's room. Leo isn't buying what Stephanie is selling, despite the fact that she claims that she and Everett are just friends. After threatening Leo's employment, they both head out in different directions. Leo then makes his way back and knocks on Everett's door. Leo asks Everett whether he's okay, having just watched Sally go. Everett responds. Everett waxes lyrical about Nora Ephron, which obviously leaves him perplexed. Leo clarifies that he is aware that Stephanie and Everett slept the night together. Leo is led outside by Everett as he takes his coat. Shin boarding house, Wendy discovers Ava in the living room as she exits her room, but she was expecting to find Tripp there. Ava insists they have coffee and converse even when she tries to return to her room. Ava wonders how hard it must be to live with her boyfriend and his mother as they settle into the sofa. Ava cuts right to the chase, stating how many times the women of Salem have wounded Tripp. She wants to be sure Wendy won't treat her son in the same way. Wendy finds the inference offensive and is unwilling to participate. Ava refuses to give up, questioning whether Tripp is only Wendy's safety net. Wendy is reassured by her that she is merely considering what is best for her son. Ava responds sarcastically that Wendy doesn't need an excuse to watch out for her son's best interests. Wendy retorts that she doesn't need to listen to Ava or anybody else when it comes to the man she loves. Wendy notices Harris on Ava's phone as it calls at that moment. Wendy asks Ava if she is in love with Stefan, Harris, or both, flipping the roles. Wendy goes to her bedroom to meditate when Ava declares she is not interested in being questioned. At that moment, Ava answers her phone, expecting it to be Harris, only to find Stefan there. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.